We are now in lecture two of our presentation of Sartre on existentialism. Here we'll discuss categories of essence and existence, that or whether essence precedes existence, or whether existence precedes essence. Probably the best known of Sartre's phrases. He argues that in case of human beings, existence precedes essence. And we'll discuss the three stages of conception of human being: the theistic stage, the naturalistic stage, and the existentialist stage. Let us now go into more detail of and move more sequentially through Sartre's philosophy. The first thing Sartre does is he gives us a brief history of conception of human beings in three stages: theistic, naturalistic, and existentialist, in terms of the relation between concepts of existence and essence. Essence is what something is, its identity. It is, in the main of what it is, the thing's purpose. And according to that purpose, there is what is good and right for that thing and what is not. The essence of a chair, which makes it what it is and its purpose, is that it is for sitting. What is good for a chair is what enhances its sitting. Existence of a thing, not essence, but now existence. Existence of a thing is that thing's presence and change through time and space. Many individually existing chairs have the same essence of a chair, and we can understand the individual existence of those chairs as what is happening to them, as they actually exist. The making, wear and tear, and replenishment of these chairs according to their essence and purpose. The essence of a chair precedes its existence. There's the essence of a chair, and they are made into and moved through their existence according to their essence of being for sitting. This essence determines the existence of a chair. In that same sense, the essence of a tree precedes its existence. There is a plan according to which a tree grows and becomes what it is supposed to be. That plan is the essence of a tree. Sartre argues that essence does not precede existence in the case of human beings. But in the case of a chair and a tree, essence does precede existence. Sartre argues that essence does not precede existence in the case of human beings. There are no purposes, meanings, and values according to which individual human lives unfold and can go right or wrong, but each individual determines in their existence what their essence is to be by their choices. Each individual is free. Again, Sartre argues that essence does not precede existence in the case of human beings. There are no purposes, meanings, and values according to which each individual human lives unfold, can go right or wrong, but each individual determines in their existence what their essence, purpose, values, meanings are to be by their choices. The individuals are free. Sartre argues that human being is the only being that is free, which means that its existence precedes its essence. I determined my purpose by choosing it. There is no purpose laid out for me to follow. Whether that purpose is to be a philosopher or to be an engineer, whether that purpose is to be a murderer or a non-murderer. Um, the argument from existentialists is that no such purpose, meaning, or the good exists for human beings, but that we choose them for ourselves by our choices. In that sense, our existence precedes essence. Let us now move through a historical working out of this insight. Stage one, the theological stage, or the theistic stage. The thinking at this stage was that God creates human beings according to a purpose in God's mind, as God creates everything else. Humans may have free will, but those choices that conform to God created values are right, while the other choices are not. Hence, in this theistic, theological conception of a human being, essence precedes existence. Stage two, the naturalistic stage. The thinking at this stage was that nature creates human beings, and there is right and wrong according to nature. We can think of this as a scientific, broadly conceived stage. Nature is conceived materialistically with Aristotle and Mill, and the purpose of human beings, as assigned to them by nature, is happiness. Virtue in Aristotle's case and pleasure in Mill's case. And nature has also been conceived rationally by Kant, with universal laws of rational nature and goodwill and respect for rationality. Remember, in Kant, there is the physical nature and then there is the rational nature. And it is to our rational nature that we must choose to conform, to be ourselves. But it is not the individual that chooses their own purposes, but rational nature in the case of Kant, or material nature in the case of Mill and Aristotle. So with Kant, here too humans have free will, but their choices are only right if they conceive to, if they conform to the goal set by nature, happiness or goodwill. Happiness in the case of Aristotle and Mill, goodwill in the case of Kant. Here also, essence precedes existence. Stage three, the existentialist stage. Finally, here, there is a realization that all values are created by human beings themselves, each individual for themselves, and there are no predetermined values created either by God or nature that we must conform to. We are absolutely free and responsible for the values we create by our choices. Here, finally, in our conception of ourselves, existence precedes essence.